got in your bag, Brian?
Well, it isn't. It's a book that James borrowed from Angie, and I don't read many modern novels, but I read this one because I discovered it by chance in the works. And it is a wonderful novel. It's The Solitude of Thomas Cade by Georgina Harding, which is about a man who, partly disgusted by the cruelty of his own times, the early 17th century, he's a whaler, chooses, partly as a bet, to maroon himself on an island off the coast of Greenland during the winter. And during that winter, his past life comes back to him. His love for a Danish woman, herself the daughter of a Danish artisan, and how she died in childbirth and he lost the wife in childbirth. And in his hallucinations, memories of that come back to him. And so amidst this cold, there is an extraordinary sort of warmth of memory as she comforts him in his solitude and coldness. No one here but our two selves, there's nobody there but himself. Yet when I'm well enough again to walk, if the moon be bright, I do not know what day it is, my illness. I have lost touch with the phase of the moon. If the moon be bright and the weather clear and not too cold, I shall take you on a little tour of my beach, my mountains, my hinterland, this little part of the island that I know. When I have the strength to move, we shall go out, shall we not? Look in the sky for the stars, which now that it is winter seem sometimes bright as if they were alive. Look for God shimmering in the sky. I shall be strong enough to go out very soon, I think. Though I am feeble, the gripes and the shivers have passed, and I shall drink some spirits and a little of this broth here, and I will soon be back to my old self, though a little raw in the skin perhaps, but that symptom too is receding. She puts down her sewing and comes and sits on the deerskins beside him, and her arms are soft and rounded, and her belly bulges slightly where the jacket is unbuttoned, her waist big under the fabric of her dress. She does not touch him on account of the tenderness of his skin, but sits quiet beside him until he sleeps. It's a wonderful image of the sort of hallucinations that comfort the man in his solitude, and of course remind him of everything that he's lost, that woman that he loved and the baby that he never had. And it's not, doesn't make you cry, it simply makes you glad, as it were, actually, that life can work with that kind of economy, I suppose, that something that you've lost is also something that you've retained and helps you in your greater loss.
And I see you also use a bar of chocolate as a bookmark. Or do you get that free with the book?
No, you don't get that with the book, I'm afraid. Reminds me of a tale of somebody who used a kipper in a library book as a bookmark.
Oh, William Empson.
Yes.
Better a bar of chocolate, I think.
Oh, it doesn't make such a mess of the book.